G'day, my name is Greg. I'm an Australian CNC hobbyist. Several years ago I built myself a CNC plasma table, which has proved to be extremely successful for what I do with it. I've teamed it with a Lotus LTP 5000, which is a pilot arc plasma cutter that's proved very reliable. It utilises an AG60 torch, and these straight versions of that torch are readily available on eBay. The Z-axis incorporates what's called a floating head, which is a mechanism to help with establishing the Z-axis origin at the surface of the material. The probe move that happens before each cut consists of a G31, which is a probe call. The Z-axis moves down until the floating head switch activates and terminates the G31. The macro then zeroes the Z-axis DRO, compensating for the floating head switch offset, and then retracts to pierce height. Now this works incredibly reliably on thicker and heavier materials, but the problem comes in with lighter materials, where the weight of the floating head distorts the material and upsets the finding of the surface material. You can see here that the material deflects with the weight of the floating head before the floating head switch activates, and at the end of that the software thinks that the torch is at the correct pierce height ready for the cut, when in actual fact it is not. Now experience tells me that you can get away with this. It will pierce, it will start the cut, and within just a second or so the torch height control will take over and raise the torch to the correct cutting height. But it is far from ideal and considerably shortens the life of the consumables. Now, I've put up with this for a long time, but I finally decided that what I need is an Ohmic sensor. I purchased this unit from a company in Vietnam which manufactured my torch height control, which I found to be pretty good. I have a family member who regularly travels to Vietnam and is able to pick this stuff up directly from the manufacturer. So with the Ohmic sensor fitted up, here we are back at our thin example, and you can see that the material deflects very little and the torch ends up at an appropriate height to pierce the material. Now if for any reason the Ohmic sensor does not trigger the probe, then the floating head switch will activate it as per before. The macro can then work out which sensor triggered the probe input and either apply the offset for the floating head switch or not, as the case may be. And this is where a feature of my control software, which is CNC, comes in very handy. Here we are in the configure, or part of the configuration setup for CNC, and you can see that there are 2 pins able to be set for the probe input. This makes it very easy to write a macro that establishes which probe input actually triggered, or which input pin actually triggered the probe, whether it was the Ohmic sensor or the floating head switch. Really handy feature, that one. I don't know if other software has it. I know that Mach 3 does not. Maybe other control software does. I don't know. Now that I have the Ohmic sensor installed and see how well it works, I wonder why I didn't do it years ago. Thank you for watching.